Hey, I'm Tatum Cave,
I'm Collin.
I'm Clara.
And I'm Devin.
and this is our business strategy game presentation, also known as BSG, which is basically a class-wide competition on managing athletic footwear and all the operations that go into it on a 10-year basis starting at year 11. We were Team Athlitikos, and that's what we're going to be presenting on today on those 10 years. And one thing that we found out doing this is that it's very hard to have one strategy, such as cost leader or low cost, because for one, none of us have ever done this before. None of us have ever managed a mass produced product. And so a lot of it was trial and error in a sense. And we just made different little adjustments every single time just to see where they would go with the company. And we had strategy behind it, but a lot of it was very trial and error to see what the ending result would be and how we could advance past other teams. So let's go ahead and take a look. So what we did when we started out with year 11 is we took a very aggressive approach and we took on a lot of debt just so we could start building all of our facilities in the areas that we didn't have them yet in Latin America and Europe, Africa. By adjusting all of taking on a lot of debt, our credit rating ended up being an A minus, and we had a lot of outstanding debt. However, it did increase our EPS to 380 when the expectation was 250. Our return on equity was 32.4%, expected 21%. And then our image rating was an 85. It was expected to be 70, and we later grew that in years to come. And we knew that all the debt would pay off in the long run, and you'll see that soon. Our net revenues at the end of year 11 were 615 to 10, and that's millions. And that was an increase of 42.2% from year 10. Our net profit was 75,313, and that was up 88.3%. And we ended with our cash was 55,234, and that was an increase of about 50 million from year 10. So like I said, we took on a lot of debt, which was a little tough in the beginning. However, we knew it was going to pay off in the long run, and they'll explain how so in the coming years.
So for year 12, we already took on all that debt in year 11, but it paid off because we did gain access to Latin America and Europe, Africa after building those buildings to increase production there. We also bought upgrades for Europe, Africa, and Latin America, and we also did buy another upgrade in North America. So this is our second upgrade in North America. We did this because we knew it would pay off in the long run. We decided to do what Tatum said and put a lot of us in debt at the beginning, but we knew it would pay off. So we increased our SQ from a 5.4 to 6.7 in North America, and then a 6.1 to a 6.2 in Latin America, Asia Pacific, and Europe, Africa. We also increased our marketing in every country. We kept increasing our work compensation in Latin America, Asia Pacific, and Europe, Africa, but we kept North America the same because they were already making way higher than any of the other countries. So we knew that it would be the same there. We also did a lot of upgrades, which means we did take out more loans. But like I said, we knew that taking those out in the beginning would help in the long run. We also kept increasing advertising, and we bid on celebrities for our endorsements. And then our credit rating went down by increasing our debt, and so that lost us points. So in year 12, our EPS was $5.39 to where our investor expectation was $3. Our ROE was 38.6%, and investor expectation was 22%. Our credit rating did go down. It was a B minus, and investor expectation was a B plus, but that's because we did take on those loans. Our image rating was a 93, and investor expectation was 72, and ending cash we had $50,973, and our change from year 11 was $391. So for year 13, we constructed more space for each facility. Again, that's more debt, but it's going to pay off in the long run. We had no change in our production workforce. We liked where our wages and compensation were. We increased our SQ rating to all around 7. So you can see in each slide, we try to increase our SQ rating more and more every year to help us with our ratings. We increased our marketing by $500 or $1,000 each year in each facility. We thought that this would help. And then our EPS is steadily increasing, and you'll see that on incoming slides. In year 13, we increased our SHU to $1 in each facility for wholesale and internet marketing. And again, just like year 12, we bid on any endorsements available because we knew this would help. So in year 13, our EPS was $10.12, and investor expectation was $3.50. Our ROE was 58.7%, which is over double what investor expectation was at 23%. We did increase our credit rating. Instead of a B minus like year 12, we got to a B, and investor expectation was a B plus. But our image rating made up for it. We had 100 image rating for year 13, and investor expectation was 72. And our ending cash was $53,659, which again is a $15,000, almost $16,000 decrease. But we did increase those facility spaces. So for year 14, we added new space in North America and Asia Pacific. Nothing changed in production and workforce. We kept the same just like year 13. We liked how in year 11 and 12, we increased those worker compensation to everywhere except North America. So our SQ rating did decrease from 6.7 to 6.5, but we knew we would be able to get it back up in the incoming years. We consistently did private label. We saw that we were making a lot of money doing private label. And we wanted to keep extra cash every year, so we tried to have at least $50,000 as backup in case we didn't have all the shoes sell like we needed to. We lost a lot of money because we did put into private label. We did have a downfall here. We offered more than what was demanded in those countries, so at the end of the year, we did have a lot of shoes left over, which meant that we didn't sell as much as we needed to, which meant decrease in money. We also increased our shoe $1 in each facility for wholesale and internet marketing. And again, we bid on any endorsement that was available. Our EPS was $8.28. Investor expectation was $4. Our ROE was 43.8%. Investor expectation was 24%. Our credit rating did go down to B minus, and our investor expectation was an A minus, but we did increase those spaces and the locations that I mentioned above. And our image rating is a 98%, and investor expectation was a 75% or 75. Our ending cash, though, was $50,766, which is an increase of $22,991. So our payoffs from year 11 to year 14, we did increase our debt, but it is starting to pay off here in year 14.
Going into year 15, we went down 238 demand loss. Wasn't spending enough on advertising. We tried to change that. Stock price went from $159 to $273. Decreased money on corporate citizenship. Didn't show it on results, but in reality, it dropped us a lot. Then increased space and facility because our demand was going up. And our SQ rate increased 6.7 to 6.8. Increased 750 additional equipment in every facility except North America. Didn't realize till year 15, as you can see, exchange rates. So then decided who we ship and were shipped with increase our profits. Increase our shoes $1 in each facility for wholesale and internet marketing and bid on any endorsement available. Going over to our projected performance in year 15. Our EPS earning $10.96. Return on equity 54.4%. Credit rating was a B. Image rating 91. From change a year from 14, it went up 0.6%. In our net revenues, we have over $1 billion. Net profits, $190 million, and ending cash $50 million. In our ending cash, we went up 11,349, and net profit 40%. Going over to year 16. Started putting more into our private labels. Money increasing our private labels. Only us and Group F kept private labels so we could charge whatever we wanted. Increased shoe price in private label as well. We bumped our shoe up from 7 and went from that to 6.5 in that SQ. Upped our amount of shoes we are offering from 300 to 500. Increased the amount of models of shoes. Increased our shoes $1 again in each facility for wholesale and internet marketing, and bid on endorsement available. Going to our performance in year 16. Earnings per share, $14.45. RE, 77.3%. Credit rating at a B. Image rating at 92. Net revenues, again, is over $1 billion. Net profit, $236 million. And ending the cash, $51,000. Year 17. We didn't add any space. Starting to increase advertisement more, increase our price on wholesale, left internet price the same because we are making a lot of sales off internet. We wanted to drive our sales to internet rather than wholesale because it was more profitable to make money offline. Private label started benefiting us, increase of money coming in from private label. Increase our shoes $1 again in each facility for each sale, for each wholesale and internet marketing, and bid on endorsement available. Performance in year 17, our EPS $16.98, ROE 57.1%. We went up in our credit rating, and we have an A minus, and our image rating went up as well to a 99. Net revenues, again, over $1 billion. Net profit, $277 million, and ending the cash, $40 million. But also in the ending the cash, and from year 16 to year 17, we went down in the cash, 11,802.
All right, so for year 18, we heavily increased our advertising because we realized how much more the other teams were spending on it compared to us. It proved to be very beneficial. This increased the amount of shoes demanded astronomically. We realized our credit rating was lower than we needed, so we did early repayments of loans to boost our credit rating because that was hurting us a lot. And in each facility, we increased our shoes by $1 in wholesale and in marketing. And we still tried to bid on any endorsements available. Okay, so for year 18, we had an earnings per share of $21.10 when the investor expectation was only 7. Our return on equity was almost 67%. We got our credit rating up to an A minus. Our image rating is up to 100. Our net revenues went up 24.3% with a revenues of $1,716,225,000. Our profits were up 31.9% to $339,763,000. And same with the ending cash. We tried to keep it around 50, so we ended with $45,363,000. So some things that we tried to keep consistent every year is we want to increase our SQ rating. I think we started around a 5 or a 6. Every year we try to go up at least half a point or 1 point on our SQ. That is why in the beginning we did the factory upgrades because they ended up saving us a lot of money in the long run, even though they cost us a lot in the beginning. We always tried to keep celebrities because they prove very beneficial. You can only get 3 more per year, but I think you can have as many as you want. So every year one was available, we increased. We tried to keep our ending cash around $50 million because it gives you the projections, but you never know if that's going to go through because we relied heavily on private labels. So if we didn't end up selling all the shoes, we would be in the negative. So we always try to keep around $50 million at the end. And another big thing we did was we always repurchased stock the most that we could because this highly increased our earnings per share and our return on equity. So things that we messed up on and we didn't realize till later was the credit rating. So we took on a lot of debt in the beginning, which decreased our credit rating a lot. But it wasn't until year 17 that I was looking at the scoreboard and actually how much that affected us. We were getting 12 points, while other teams were getting 24 points because our credit rating was so low. And we thought we could save it a lot quicker than we could, but it didn't end up working out. Same thing around year 17, how much we're spending on advertising. And we're only spending, $10,000, $11,000 when all the other companies were spending $18,000 to $20,000. And that's why our revenues went from increasing 20 and 30% a year to 1% or 2%. So once we realized that and spent a lot on advertising, we took a cut in profits, but it really increased our revenues.
Yeah. Okay. So if that's good with y'all, I'll go ahead and start. Hey, Bentley. Hey.
We're so cute.
Look at the little hand.
Please put that in there.
Yeah, I'll put that as at the end as a little bonus clip.
Oh, I wish I had my dog.
Hey, Bentley.
Hey, do you want to go on a ride?
Do you want to go on a ride?
She's looking at him. What you telling him? What you telling him?
Bentley, you want to go on a ride? You want to go on a ride? That is cracking me up.